Hello, how's it going today? My name is Leon Price, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here, welcome back. I am so happy to have you. So, this is kind of a short notice video, and I had to just write it because I was inspired by my daughter today. I'm going to talk about bravery and fear, and why fear is not something that you should be getting rid of. Is It's bravery that we should all try to get, because being fearless is, well, I'm going to say it's impossible because we are all afraid of something, and there's always something that um, makes us afraid. But being brave enough to overcome that fear is what we should strive for. So my daughter had swimming lessons for the first time today, and it was a new environment for her, and she was kind of clinging to mom and dad, and she was kind of like, I don't really know what to think of all this. There's so much happening. There's kids in the pool. There's people sitting in the bleachers and on the benches, and there's water everywhere, and it's just so much going on. And she took a little while, and you could kind of see in her eyes that she was a little afraid, a little bit wary of everyone around. And our daughter, if you know our daughter, she's a very social butterfly, and for her to do that is a little bit strange because whenever we're out at Walmart or we are out at the park or we're just walking the marina or anything, she's always hi, 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 bye, bye. And so she's always talking to people, and she will not stop talking to people until you acknowledge her existence, which I think is a very beautiful thing of her. I'm actually watching her and her mom right now as I look out the window recording this. She's walking around the grass just having a good time, and she's just a beautiful girl. And as you'll learn that I love my daughter so much, and she inspires me, and I cannot wait for our next baby to come earthside because I will have so much more love in my heart, and I just can't wait for that to happen. But anyways, we're talking about fear and how we should not try to get rid of fear, but we should focus on becoming brave. So when I watched her kind of get used to what was going around her and what was happening, and she kind of wanted to get off my lap and kind of wander around because she was feeling a bit more brave. Her fear was kind of subsiding a little bit more and more the longer that we were there, and it was kind of nice watching all this because as I'm watching this, it's clicking into my head like, okay, we shouldn't be worried about being fearless. I understand that there's so much things about like you should become a fearless warrior. I don't think warriors are fearless. I think they're just brave and they learn to conquer their fear, or they learn to push through that fear because there's a greater, what's the word I'm looking for? A greater resolve, or the motivation is much more greater than the fear itself. And as she became more comfortable, she started walking around, saying hi, hi, playing peekaboo with people, strangers, and stuff like that, which I think was beautiful because we just came out of, well, we're still in COVID, but where everyone was so isolated and no one talked to each other except for over social media. It's nice to see that we're communicating in person again, and we are able to go to swimming pools and give our kids swimming lessons and everything like that, which is beautiful. So it's nice to see that we're socializing again, and it's nice to see that my daughter is very sociable and she's not standoffish to people, which is nice to see. I think I said it's nice to see like 10 times. So it's really nice to see. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about and why this kind of hit me so hard is because my entire life I focused on, oh, I can't be afraid. I have to be fearless. I got to be strong. I got to push that fear aside and just push through. And I don't think that's the way it should go. I think if we want to live the life that we want to lead, and we want to feel high vibrations, and we want to feel positive, and we want to feel happy, and we want to grow, we have to learn to be brave. And bravery at times can be easy, like going to a new place with a whole bunch of new people and you're not too sure what's going on, and there's new sights, new people, new feelings. Or it could be scary, like if you're afraid of heights and you have to climb a tree to save your cat, and it's a really big tree. So it comes in all shapes and sizes, but that is what we should focus on. We should focus on becoming brave. And I'm not saying that every time that situation comes up, you're going to be able to push the fear aside a little bit quicker. It just may keep hitting you, but as you spend time in that moment telling yourself, it is okay, I'm brave, this doesn't scare me, or this scares me, but I can handle this. That's what I want to say. The more that situation becomes more easier to handle, is what I want to say. It's easier to handle. It may not happen quicker, or you just know that you're going to be put into that situation, so you can pump yourself up before you get into that situation, or whatever it may be that you're doing. I find that doing these talks and doing these videos, it scares the living shit out of me, to be honest, pardon my French. But yeah, I'm scared doing this. And sometimes my voice gets shaky, sometimes I get too quiet, sometimes I talk way too fast just because I want to get it done and out of the way. And the sooner it's done, the sooner I can become less afraid again. But at the same time, I gotta take a moment and think to myself, it's okay to be afraid, but you're brave. And you're brave enough to do this. And I think that we should be telling ourselves that each and every single day. And I do think we should be putting ourselves into situations that we are, quote unquote, afraid of. I do believe fear is something that is in our mind, because fear and danger are both totally different things. Like, I would never advise anyone to go, like, are you afraid of crocodiles? You should go hop in that river with a whole bunch of crocodiles, see what happens. You know, I would never advise that. But if you are afraid of, let's say, spiders or something like that, you could go to a zoo, or you should go to an insect observatory or whatever they're called, and just kind of look through the glass where you're safe, and you can kind of see that they're actually beautiful creatures. Or if you're afraid of heights, like I'm afraid of heights. And at my work, there are some places you have to go that are a little bit high, and I knew that to do the job that I wanted to do and to be able to provide my family, I had to somehow get past that fear. And it really came down to being brave. And I really love that my job is like that, because there's so many things that I am learning to do that I'm afraid of, like talking over the radio, or like, and it's kind of helped me learn to do this and talk to you guys through a microphone. I hope that you guys can understand me and hear me. My first two videos were kind of quiet, and I'm very sorry about that. But yes, don't focus on being fearless. Focus on being brave. Put yourself in situations where you have to be brave. Start small. Don't start really big. Unless you want to. Unless you're one of those persons that's like, go big or go home. You know, I'm not going to stop you. But if you feel like, just start small and little things. Like, oh, I'm afraid of spiders. You know what? I see a spider in the corner of my house. I'm just going to go look at it and see it. I'm not going to touch it. Just going to look at it. Sort of thing. Or if you're afraid of heights, stand on something a little bit higher than you normally would. So just focus on being brave. Focus on the feeling that you feel when you get past that initial fear. What is it that you're feeling? My guess is that you're probably feeling proud of yourself. And each and every day we should do something that makes us proud of ourselves, which leads to us loving ourselves a little more and more each day. Because self-love and self-talk is so important. So focus on being brave. Don't focus on being fearless. Because it's easy to say that I'm not afraid of anything. It's hard to say I'm afraid, but I'm also brave, and I'll get through it anyways. Thank you so much for listening. This was a really inspiration. It just kind of came to me. I was inspired by my daughter, and it was just the last minute sort of talk, and I had to get it out before I lost all of what I wanted to say, and I'm so happy that you guys are listening. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like videos like these, or you like listening to my talks and my voice, please like, and also please subscribe. Any support is great support. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember, you are loved, you are free, you are beautiful. Take care now.